So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a...
Can he finish? Goal!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
Simplicity itself.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
France are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well timed, excellent interception. Thuram played out to the right. And it's Rabiot. Yongmin tries to pass it through. He's had a shot! He has done it! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And that's going to be a booking. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And they've got a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Olise. And it's Dembele. Dembele does really well to win the ball there. Played backwards here.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Dembele! He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Saliba gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the...
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! France! And they're back in front! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly. He's given it away! Keeper's got good distance on that.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Oh, he's found support out wide. That's very neat. Oh, good take in a good area. Now this could be a chance. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. No way through, so back it comes. Doué. For Olise. Now it's Mbappe. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Olise. Hernandez. Mbappe. And he's onside. Saliba, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. foot in. Now it's Thuram. Look at this. Mbappe! It's hit the upright. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Now it's Olise. France looking to pass their way through. Thuram. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, what's he giving here? And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to restore parity. And he scores! Back in business! Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Quite a thriller this one's, but shapes to shoot!
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Saliba, Yongmin, looking for options for movement. Olise gets into a good position.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Deep into stoppage time. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's run loose here. Looking for the run. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. And the game has already resumed here. Oh, perfectly measured that. Koundé makes the interception. France finding their passes. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Dembele, a lot of space ahead of him. And he's in on goal. And the shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Olise. Dembele in acres of space out wide. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Olise really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Lobbed in behind. He's in plenty of space here. And here's Thuram. This is Dembele. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He can get that clear. That's an imaginative pass. That is a brilliant interception. So, what can they make of this? Now it's Dembele. Koundé gets a foot in here. Saliba. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Saliba. Yongmin. Camavinga doing full tilt down the left. Tries to play it through. And the finish! Goal, France! got their lead back. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? He's picked his way through. Mbappé. That's good play. Chooses to go back.
Changement en cours.
And here's Guendouzi. Spread neatly. Kolomouani. Now it's Thuram. Knocks it into space. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Rabiot. Threads one in. Dembele could try cutting inside here.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 17. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 2. Attention, changement.
Rabiot goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. France are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
The final 5 minutes.
France can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Shot, surely! And he's quick to get it clear again. Defending of the desperate variety. Doué. And he's had it nicked away. Conte. And here's Thuram. Thuram has a look out. It's a goal kick. It's a searching pass. Chips it through. That's the keeper's ball. And that is as far as it goes. France perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Oh, what has happened here? Doué receives it in a good position here. Doué driving forwards. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Saliba cuts out the pass. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Mbappe. Olise. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Rabiot. Olise producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Doué. Hernandez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Olise.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully a football match will break out soon.
Koundé. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Out towards the flank. Yongmin. Now it's Thuram. Tries to pass it through. He has found the way through. Shot at goal! Goal! France! And France are in front. That was easy, almost too easy.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Dembele gets flagged offside. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Half an hour played now. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And here's Olise. Oh, this is a great position. Mbappe! It's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the...
Can he finish? Goal, France! And the comeback is complete. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
France take the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Dembele. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. Played back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Now, can they get him away? Mbappe gets into a good position. And it's Rabiot.
1 minute.
Yongmin. Now it's Thuram. That's good defending, very good defending. There's the whistle for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And the game has already resumed here.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Rabiot, and here's Thuram. Now it's Mbappe. Upamecano promptly onto that, and that is that. Camavinga. Now it's Camavinga. Rabiot. Thuram. That's a good ball out wide. Hernandez does really well to win the ball there. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. That is a great pick out. Chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's cut it out. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. France are looking to break at pace. Camavinga. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And here's Elise. There's the shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Changement pour la France.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Le numéro 7.
Dembele with the short one.
À leur place, le numéro 24. Le numéro 26.
Real chance!
Le numéro
Loose ball
15.
now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Le numéro 12.
And now a sudden chance to counter. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. France looking to pass their way through. Guendouzi takes control of it and he's on the move. Nice sequence of passes this. Thuram played out towards the right wing. And that's a good ball.
France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
France making another change here.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Now it's Thuram. Engages and forces him off the ball. France are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And the counter is on. Nicely worked. Mbappe! Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
France surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now, who's going to be first to this? Koundé. Now, he's got space here, and he was quick to react. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Barcola. France are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Rabiot. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they've got a throw. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And he's only too happy to take that back. And it's Doué. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Doué. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
And he cuts out the supply. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. France played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin. He's had a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And it's made its big chance! Top class from Thuram!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence.
Mbappe gets through on his own. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And it's Hernandez. Passes short and sharp. Dembele. Upamecano makes the interception. And that's put paid to a promising move. France finding their passes. Koundé. Strokes it back. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. France leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Yongmin was in no mood for any of that. Dembele. Searching pass he's played there. Now it's Thuram. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Doué.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Hernandez opts for safety. Saliba pokes it out wide. Now it's Mbappe. He's on it. Can he get away? Big chance! Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Pinged towards the front line. France are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. He might be in here. Looking to play him in. Decent chance!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Dembele receives it in a wide position. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Well, plenty of early set pieces here. That's a good ball out wide.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Doué. That's really well manoeuvred. And he's managed to get free. Oh, sweet feet. Upamecano, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Doué. Olise. Now it's Olise. Great chance! And yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
France grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Thuram. Oh, well played, well sorted out. No, that's been intercepted. Pass somewhat off target. Olise. Looking for options, for movement. Great ball, and he's in here. Tries a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. France with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. And here's Olise. Flashes it across. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. France have the chance to go the other way. The ball has bounced loose now. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's burst through. Mbappe! And for a moment, time stood still. Hernandez gets over and intercepts. Yongmin. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, it's Dembele. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Mbappe. That has not gone well. Well, there is a look that says it all. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card. The pass has gone astray.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Rabiot. Yongmin. Thuram has found the net here, of course. Well, that's cause for mild irritation. And the first 45 minutes are up. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And we're all... Real chance! There it is! Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Camavinga. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity. Takes a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Dembele. He's shifting through the gears here. That looks a good cross. Dembele. Thuram. France looking to pass their way through. He's through, now is he in? Big chance, must be! And the finish! Doué. Oh, good spread. Tries to pass it through. France can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Saliba. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Camavinga. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that looks a decent ball. That's a good ball. Oh, what has happened here?
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
À leur place, le numéro 15. Le numéro 24.
Looking for a runner. And no, that was never going to make it. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Rabiot.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Guendouzi. Now it's Mbappe. Driving through the middle. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. France perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Dembele has created one goal already. That'll be a throw. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for the run. He has found the way through. Rabiot. Chouameni. And Upamecano. Hernandez. Hernandez picks it up now. Mbappe! Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Deftly away. It's a pretty loose pass.
France really are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe driving forwards. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Changement pour la France.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
Le numéro 4. À leur place, le numéro 25.
Oh, he's been shot at goal!
Le numéro 2.
Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Mbappe fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Fofana. Gendouzi concedes a free kick for that. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Doué. Conte. They'll have one final crack at it. And here's Thuram. And he's been shifted off it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Conte. It's a good run down the left-hand side. He's found a way through. Mbappe, there's the shot! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof!
Il y aura 4 minutes
Beautifully
de temps
dispatched.
additionnel.
There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
France take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
France clearly now in lead preservation mode. Spread out to the left. And the referee brings it to a close. France can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice. And there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. It is... And the shot! Dembele.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Aimed beyond the defence. Thuram. Olise. He's cut it out. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I see this guy, Upamecano, as a very modern-day centre-back. Quick, good with his feet, confident moving the ball out of defence. I mean, if you're a team like many of the good ones that like to play out from the back, then this Frenchman really is your perfect fit.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, that's fabulous. He's in a great position here. Dembele. Looking to play him in. Dembele looking to get on the end of this. But they've got it again. Oh, that's neat. And it's Yongmin. And here's Thuram. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Thuram! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
France really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
They've played it short. France have the chance to go the other way. Hernandez calmly anticipates. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Dembele, still goalless at the moment. Dembele, and it's Dembele. Yongmin, Thuram. Taken back almost at once. And here's Dembele for Olise. And here's Thuram. Thuram was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Plays a sharp little ball here. Thuram, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yongmin, France looking to pass their way through. Yongmin played out to the right. Half an hour played now. He is through here. Thuram gets into some space. Rabiot. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Hernandez does well to get it back. France disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram out to the right. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, nice touch. Olise strokes it back. Dembele. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Oh, nicely intercepted. Camavinga.
France have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And here's Thuram.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
The ball has bounced loose now. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe driving forwards. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Koundé. Shot could be on. Is there any support? Shot, surely! It's loose, and there's a race for the... And again! Goal, France! And right on half-time, that is... And the first 45 minutes are up. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, it's Dembele. Camavinga. Olise. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, that's cause for mild irritation. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Mbappe. Rabiot. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Camavinga. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Mbappe!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Look at the space, having a shot! He's got away with one there.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 7, le numéro 14, le numéro 8.
Your impression so far, Jim?
France are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Le numéro 12,
Rabiot.
le numéro 26,
Now it's
le
Colomouani.
numéro 15.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thuram. That's a good ball. He's had a shot! It's hit the upright. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
We're talking fine margins, very fine margins.
Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Olise. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. France finding their passes. France perhaps contemplating their next change here. Stood up well to him there. This might spell chance for a shot! So close to drawing level.
Mbappe was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop!
And he's heaved it away. Hernandez. And here's Thuram. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there.
France really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Pass somewhat off target. And it's Guendouzi. Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Olise. Conte. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Thuram.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Doué. Now it's Colomouani. He's found a way through. Guendouzi. Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve. And another try! And that's caused a worry or two.
Mbappe is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And he's managed to get rid. That's that, the end. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. It is a true hit. Shoots! Cleared without hesitation. Fofana. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And here's Thuram. And that interception was most necessary. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native...
Big chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Doué certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Thuram. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Tries to play it through. Looking to play him in. Thuram. And he's taking no chances there. Dembele. In with the challenge. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Knocks it into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Olise. France finding their passes. Dembele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Looking for options for movement. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
France still without a single shot on target. Yongmin. Upamecano gets over and intercepts. And it's Doué. Passing is crisp and sharp. Dembele, and the shot! That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Olise. Koundé. Fofana. Yongmin. Now it's Thuram. Upamecano gets across to intercept that. Yongmin. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Mbappe. Pinches it off him. Olise. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Camavinga could try cutting inside here. Lovely feet. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Couldn't squeeze it through. Nicely shaped ball. Not the most accurate pass. Upamecano. Olise. He's in space and looking for options. And it's Fofana.
Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Might be danger here. Goes for a shot! The captain scores!
Well, it's so hard to keep someone with his enthusiasm and his energy quiet. Second best will never be...
And the first half is done. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are back on the way.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Koundé did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Now it's Mbappe. Koundé does really well to win the ball there. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now the ball's gone astray. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
He's found a way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. France still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. And that pass just didn't quite work. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Now that's a lovely exchange. Hernandez.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Mbappe, and he's surging through. And he shoots! They've done it! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 11.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Le numéro 8.
France grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now it's Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Has a look and plays it forward. France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's been cut out, well played. Doué. And it's Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. Played out towards the right wing. That's gone for a throw-in.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 4. À sa place, le numéro 15.
And here's Thuram. Threads one in. Camavinga.
France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And he's been shifted off it. Doué. Now it's Thuram. Oh, good spread. He's a sharp little ball here. This looks promising. Now it's Barcola. Now Mbappe. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. And it's Camavinga. Now it's Thuram. Out towards the flank. And he welcomes it in. Barcola. Barcola goes on a charge down the left. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Doué. Camavinga.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Doué. Nicely spread. Barcola. Oh, nice touch. Now, can they get him away? And he's made sure that's not getting through. Now it's Barcola. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A good watch, more than a good watch, actually. Certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
France certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Pour le président d'un de nos clubs de supporters qui fête son anniversaire aujourd'hui.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
The action has already started. Now it's Mbappe, and here's Dembele. Now it's Mbappe.
Mbappe!
Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Saliba. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Olise. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hernandez goes back to front. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this guy Fofana is going to have a busy time of it in the middle of the park, Peter. He's going to have to do an awful lot of covering, especially if his wingers are constantly making those forward runs and getting out of position. So he has to fill in for all of that. And based on what I've just said, you know, he's going to be asked to lead the counter-press too. It's a good job. His work rate is absolutely top-notch. He's going to need it.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Nicely aimed pass. Knocks it into space. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Thuram. Yongmin. France yet to have an attempt on goal. Oh, good-looking ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off.
Tries a shot! Goal! France! The breakthrough strike! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always...
He's having a shot! Yongmin.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now this could be a chance. Big chance! He scores! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah.
And a chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Koundé with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. France have a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Upamecano. Olise. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's good vision. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Upamecano cuts it out. Works it forward. Pass is just off target. Yongmin, Camavinga. And it's Doué. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Can he get it through? There's the shot! Goal, France! And they've got their lead back.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Mbappe gets into a good position. Camavinga.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Olise.
Il y aura 2
Mbappe.
minutes de temps additionnel.
The final seconds now. It's a really well-measured ball. Dembele. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And we hit half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Olise. And it's Yongmin. Now it's Mbappe. Upamecano with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And here's Dembele. Olise, who does have an assist to his name. Now it's Thuram. Upamecano spots it and intercepts. Mbappe finds himself offside. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Upamecano did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Nicked it back promptly. Real chance! They've scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter.
Oh, what a mistake! Mbappe gets through on his... takes a shot! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. And the shot! He's scored!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Rabiot. Yongmin. Played out towards the right wing. That's a throw. Olise. Dembele receives it in a wide position. Dembele. There's the shot! It's in! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely...
Camavinga! He has done it! That was easy, almost too easy.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Doué. And it's Yongmin. Yongmin gets a foot in here. Thuram. Distributed tidily. That's a shade optimistic. Hernandez. And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. Yongmin, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Look at the space here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's made its way to him. That's been slipped through. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Olise. Now, what about a counter-attack? And he cuts out the supply. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Dembele. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now it's Thuram.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
Camavinga.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Nicely spread. Now it's Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Doué. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Yongmin did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Thuram. And he's managed to get free. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Now it's Olise. Mbappe receives it in a good... Real chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Koundé, and it's played forward. Rabiot. Mbappe. Looking to play him in. Back into the middle. Shot, surely! Gorgeous from Thuram. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. Two up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's neat. Mbappe. Olise. Oh, nicely intercepted. And we've reached half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Aimed beyond the defence. Olise providing an outlet on that flank. And it's Yongmin. Now it's Yongmin. Kamavinga. And here's the chance to counter. Mbappe. There he goes, motoring forward. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, he's bustling through here. Good read, needed to be. It's a smartly directed ball. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And he's picked out the run. Olise. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Dembele. And here's Mbappe. And they're quick to get it back. Upamecano defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter, there was absolutely no space to work with.
Takes a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. In with the challenge. That's an imaginative pass. Can he get on the end of this? He's being urged to shoot. Thuram! Oh, that's a fine interception. It's a really well-measured ball. Doué. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Olise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else in the team because he's expert in that area. And I think the next phase in his career now is...
Chance for a shot! Oh, it's gone in!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's having a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. Olise plays it short. Shoots! He has done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And here's Thuram. Olise, Thuram, and the shot's on here. Played out to the right. Thuram is onto this. Dembele.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Olise. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he welcomes it in. And he's on his way! He's had a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Oh, it's Dembele. Foot in. 30 minutes gone. And it's Dembele. Thuram is in a really good position out wide. Doué. Camavinga. Doué. Now it's Mbappe. He's through here. And it's made its way to him. Olise tries a shot! Goal! Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Saliba. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Thuram. And here's Mbappe. He might be in here. Mbappe! It's fallen kindly here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Can he get it through? Good take, and is he in? Oh no, this does not look... Big chance! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that was as close to certain... Goes for a shot! Oh, taken with style! And they are right back within touch! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So is this the start of a comeback? Saliba cuts out the pass. Doué. That's headed upfield. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Additionnel, 3 minutes.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Camavinga threads one in. He's found a way through. Dembele driving forwards. Doué takes the shot. Denied by an instinctive save.
Yongmin is offering a right smile there.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's been taken short. Now it's Olise. And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
France would seem to still be getting over the OG. It was an honest mistake, and they've got to move on.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Thuram receives it in a wide position. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Fofana. Now it's Thuram. Olise.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, super find. And this is Dembele. It's Dembele! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. Dembele with the short one. Tries to pass it through. That's tidy. Mbappe has created one goal already. That's a good run down the left. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
That is good alertness.
Thuram really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 7. Le numéro
France
4.
do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Gets a good foot in there.
à leur place
Now it's Thuram.
le numéro 20, le numéro 15,
Smartly
le
reclaimed.
numéro 24, le numéro 14, le numéro
France
12.
can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He's picked his way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's got away. Konate did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, easy pickings there. Mbappe! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Hernandez is there to clear. Good play on the left-hand side here. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Takes a shot! He scores! Right back in the game! France making consecutive changes here. France get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
He's looking wide. Thuram. That looks a good ball through. Rabiot.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Great vision. No, that's been intercepted.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, what a mistake! Konate. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Guendouzi. Nice-looking ball. Oh, that's clever. And they've got rid. Koundé does well to get it back. Koundé. Now that's well seen too. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, super find.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Now it's Thuram.
Il y aura 2 minutes de
Magnon
temps
gets it
additionnel.
away. Now that looks a decent ball. That ball looks a good one. And he's searching through. Rabiot. Doué. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. We're ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties. Thuram! Top class from Thuram!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So, a breakthrough already. Yongmin out to the right. Played back in. Now it's Mbappe. And he's lost his man here. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Good take. Big chance! It's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Oh, good spread. That is good alertness. Oh, that's delightful. He has found a way through. Decent chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Olise. Upamecano, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Olise. That is a great pick out. Koundé. Hernandez. Olise. Thuram. He's picked his way through. Yongmin. And they can counter here. Now it's Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Plays a sharp little ball here. Great defending, strong and determined. Upamecano. Koundé. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Maignan. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe! Shot at goal! Goal! France! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
France looking to pass their way through. Thuram unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Now it's Mbappe. Now this could be a chance. Shoots! Great effort, but no way through. Dembele. And it's Fofana.
There they go, hunting again.
France have it back and can go again. Doué. Now it's Olise. Oh, that's fabulous. Driving through the middle. And he's gone backward here. Camavinga. Yongmin.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Good read, needed to be. France are looking to break at pace.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
And we are back on the way.
France really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
He's on it, can he get away? And he's surging through. And this is Dembele. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cross in.
France clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
He's had it taken off him. And it's Doué. Koundé gets over and intercepts. Now it's Mbappe. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. He's in a great position here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Upamecano. France needing a change of fortune here. Oh, perfectly measured that. And the shot! Dembele, the ball has bounced loose now. It's a promising position, pinches it off him. And he's had it nicked away. Koundé with the slide tackle there. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. France present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Mignon, in the context of the game, he must save it. As you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 7.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 26.
France go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Just eases him off the ball.
Le numéro 12. Le numéro 24.
Mbappe, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Good running, strong and purposeful. And the ball's come loose here. France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have...
He's going for goal! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Now it's Thuram. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Shot could be on. Dembele touches it back. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Dembele with the short one. Barcola does well to get it back. France have the chance to go the other way. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Colomouani. Rabiot. That has been slung wide. And here's Thuram. Conte. France finding their passes. Now it's Thuram. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Great vision. And he's in a real chance! Colomouani to Rabiot. Thuram. And it's Rabiot. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe looking for the run. Always onto this. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.